Good morning, it's Barbara. It is not raining, so I'm going to go outside. It's 66 degrees and 93% humidity, so I'm sure it's just lovely. Oh, lots of birds. I wish I didn't do my gizmo where I would have done my Merlin. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. It rained. Christy and I were out here on the deck for a while yesterday after I finished doing my vlog. While we were uploading, we sat and talked for a while till it rained, and then it rained all day. We didn't even get a walk for the dogs, but that's all right. Soon as I stopped recording yesterday, Christy came over and helped me fix my lipstick. You can see this lip is just not as big as this lip. And she came over and fixed it. I'm like, you said it was okay. She said, well, I didn't want you to fix it anymore. I was afraid you were going to mess it up. I said, I could have paused and you could have fixed it. She says, oh, yeah. I'm using my red today. Cherry cream. This is the color my granddaughter gave me from her Advent box last December. When I said, oh, I want to get some red, she said, oh, I have red. I'm not going to use it. She doesn't use red. This is my 8-year-old granddaughter. I don't use red. I'm like, okay. I'll use red. All right. Sorry, Jason. My nephew, Jason. This is not his favorite part. There you go. I will be out and about today because I am driving Christy to IKEA. But I will have my mask on. So she will only be the ones. She will be the only one seeing my lipstick. And Dennis. Kim is going to go visit Aura today. So Christy and I are going to IKEA. Tomorrow, Christy and I are going to go visit Aura. And I have physical therapy, and then we're going to the antique bookshop. So that's our itinerary for the next 2 days. We had no itinerary for yesterday. Oh, I got the hiccups now. Excuse me. We had no itinerary for yesterday, and we didn't do anything. Kind of literally, I mean, not literally, because obviously we were on our phones all day. All day. Yeah, last night we were getting ready for bed. Chrissy says, you're going to have this very short vlog tomorrow. I said, oh no, you know me. I can talk for 15 minutes. Even when we didn't do anything. Okay, now my lips are bugging me. Oh, they look okay. I can talk for 15 minutes when we didn't do anything. And she laughed and agreed that that is possible. I can do that. She always teases me because many times, very often, I say, oh, I gotta go. I got nothing to talk about. I'm gonna go. And then the vlog doesn't end for another 5 minutes. So I can talk. Even when we didn't do anything. But I did actually help with dinner. We made our broccoli cauliflower dish that I've told you about before. Very simple. Broccoli and cauliflower. Roasted pine nuts. Lots and lots of Parmesan cheese. Salt and pepper. You cook the broccoli and cauliflower. And we cooked them a little ahead. So then you fry them in olive oil to kind of, you know, get them going. And then you add grated Parmesan cheese and nutmeg. The nutmeg is really important. And the roasted pine nuts. And it's a delicious side dish. Now, it comes from a recipe book that we got many years ago. And it's a vegetarian pasta dish because you would normally add bow tie pasta to it. But we don't do that. We had that with steak. And I helped with the dishes. So it's not like I didn't do absolutely. And I did my exercises. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. Christy did her exercises. She's been doing powerlifting. She's very strong. And she's wanted to get even stronger. And so she has a personal trainer. I think of my physical therapist as my personal trainer, so I get them mixed up. She has a personal trainer, and she's doing all kinds of weight, whatever. And so when I did my leg exercises, which I did on the couch, I should do them on the floor, so I have to get off the floor as part of my exercise. But it was late, and I'm like, oh, I got to do my exercises because I didn't do them the day before. And so while I was doing my leg exercises on the couch, she was on the floor doing planks. And it was hilarious. Maisie thought that was the best thing ever. Maisie was all over her. She didn't actually step on her, but she was all over her face. Christy was just laughing hysterically. I should have gotten it on video. And if she planks on the floor again in the living room, I will get it on video. But after she was done, she did say that she'd probably do it upstairs from now on. But it was pretty hilarious. Maisie was a big help, as you can imagine. So it's not like we didn't do anything. We didn't put the TV on, so we didn't watch anything together. We were each on our phone doing our own thing, sitting right next to each other and talking occasionally, but not, it was a companionable silence. We didn't, we don't need conversation. And we've been, we talked all morning. And then Dennis went to visit his mom, check on her. Came home and it was raining and we didn't have time to walk, so we just went on with our day. She was so funny. You're gonna have the shortest vlog. I'm like, I don't need anything to talk about. So we're going to IKEA today, and I don't plan to buy anything. I'll be more forceful than that. I plan to not buy anything. And so, but I'm going to go and keep her company. She has to get some cross braces. She's gotten one of their units, kind of like I have in my craft room with my yarn. She's gotten that for, I guess, her craft room. I have to ask her where she's putting it. But it has cross braces to make it more stable, and she's going to get some of those. And so we're going to take a ride together. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much, because then the ride is not as much fun. But, just spend time together in the car is always fun. So that's the plan for today. Dennis, I have no idea what he is planning. Well, yesterday he was making things and hanging things. He's always busy. He's always got a list of things. He had to hang his yogurt because he had made his yogurt overnight. So yesterday morning he hung his yogurt, and then last night he unhung his yogurt because he lets it hang about 12 hours. He makes yogurt into Greek yogurt. And he made clotted cream. So we'll see how the clotted cream turned out this morning. The last batch did not turn out very well. It was more butter than clotted cream, and it had sort of pieces in it and stuff texture-wise, so it wasn't a good texture. Tasted good, but it wasn't a good texture. So he's hoping for better today because he wants to make scones. So we have scones, almond flour, scones. He has a recipe he likes, and because he made strawberry jam, preserves, and now clotted cream. So we're going to have tea and scones. The other thing he wants to make while Christy is here. Christy, at one point, over 5 years ago, before COVID, was very regularly making macaron and selling it at a friend's local pie shop. So she has made thousands of macaron in her cooking career back before COVID. And Dennis is Dennis has made macaron that I thought were pretty good, but he wasn't happy with them. But now we have allulose, which is a sugar, but it's a sugar that the body can't digest. And the gut bacteria don't digest it either. So that's good. That's the problem with like sugar alcohols, because the gut bacteria can process them. Even if, otherwise you can't. So that's the problem with those. That's the same problem like people who are lactose intolerant. Their body doesn't process lactose correctly, but their gut bacteria does, and it's uncomfortable, shall we just say. TMI. So, Dennis has gotten this allulose, which is a sugar, but it's not as sweet as regular table sugar is. But it has the same chemical properties. And you often have sugar in baked goods, both for sweetness and for its chemical properties. But allulose, you can caramelize it. It reacts the same way that sugar does. So he's hoping to have Christy give him a macaron lesson and make macarons together while she's here. So he's always looking for, instruction. He's a student still. Aren't we all still students? So at some point in the next 3 days, there will be a macaron cooking lesson. I'll let you know how that goes. Maybe I'll eat one in front of you and you'll be jealous. So that's going to happen, but I'm not sure when. I think she has work to do, things to grade, that kind of stuff. So we'll see how that works out, but that'll be fun. Meanwhile, yeah, so that's the plan. Out and about today a little bit, and grading. I'm not grading. So that's it. I don't know if anything else I wanted to talk about. I don't think so, but if I forgot something, let me know. Please take good care of yourselves. I hear some dripping, but that could just be tree drip. Please take good care of yourself. Stay safe and stay sane.